guess I was wrong.
Can I have that thing right there, that black thing?
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Western New York Athletics. We're live here on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and on our Western New York Athletics page. My name is Jacob Fike. Alongside me, Jeremy Becker, our producer and our color commentator for today's game, Frank Wolf. We're live here at Jamestown High School for an ECIC Division I matchup between the Jamestown Red Raiders taking on the Lancaster Legends.
Jake, excited to be here. What a great trip. It's always a fun time traveling down 60 to get here. And I've done football games. I haven't done basketball. This is great. For Jamestown anyways.
Yeah, first time I've been here in the gym. It is a very nice gym, a nice packed crowd on the other side of the court as you see in our camera. Our officials for today's game is Ryan Lemon and Bill Van Dyke.
Of course, Lancaster heading into this winners of 4 straight, Jake. They are hot.
They are hard, whereas for Jamestown, they are still undefeated in league play. Lancaster wins the tip-off, and they start off strong. Channing Francis, the sophomore.
Quick strike by the Legends. That was a little too easy, Jake, off the glass there.
Maple with it. Trying to look to the right side, able to get it over to Drace Garland. And I swing it around from Farmer to Drake. Trying to drive right by, couldn't find anything. Kicking out to Garland, who cuts right by. Over to Farmer, floats up his shot, hits back iron, and Harrington with the rebound.
Little man-to-man defense, both sides of things here, Jake.
As they go for a trap, and Lancaster able to break through it. To Francis. To the right side to Harrington. Popping up two-pointer, too short. Trying to go for the offensive rebound, but it's there. Kokurin going up for his shot and kisses off the glass and in.
We talked to Coach Otto yesterday, Jake. They wanted a quick start for this Lancaster team, and they're off to one right now.
Garland had to save that ball before it went out of bounds. To Drake, the right wing, kicking it out. Butera open, too strong. Ended up airballing it. Nice outlet pass, trying to find Francis, who ends up saving it. Francis moving to the right side to Noah Kimball, and Francis gets it right back. A sophomore against the senior Butera. Saranowski almost got stripped away. He's able to corral it, and Harrington with it at the top of the key. 7 seconds left here on the shot clock. Trying to drive right by, but an offensive foul is called.
Couple of Harringtons in the lineup for the Legends. As you Lancaster fans know, you got Joe, the senior, and then Jack, little brother Jack, wearing number 3, and he's having quite the season here, Jake, as well. His big brother Joe.
Joe Harrington comes to this game averaging 14.4 points per game. He's done a phenomenal job, 56% shooting from the field, 36% from beyond the arc. As Garland's trying to find Drake, who was open, but Francis able to tip it away. In transition, Kimball against Farmer, gets him to fake it and kisses it shot off the glass. And a nice 6-0 lead will cause Jamestown to call a timeout with 5:46 remaining in the first quarter. We'll take a break in the action. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate expert.
We're back here in the Jamestown gym. The Red Raiders down 6-0 early here to the Legends. Jake Fyock, Frank Wolf with the call for WNYathletics.com.
Shot up on the way. Rebounded. 3 on the way for Drake. Hitting right rim, and that will go out of bounds.
So right now, Jamestown, the shots just aren't falling here early, Jake. We got a long game here. It's only the first quarter. You got a couple of nice core players for this Jamestown team that should settle them down a little bit. But right now the shots just aren't falling, and this is a tremendous defense played by both sides as well.
And Drace Garland will get called for the foul on that full court press.
Jake, you've called this Lancaster team before, I believe, at least once. What do you know about them? What do you like about them?
So the big thing for Lancaster is they like to get Harrington involved right away, and they do a good job of playing unselfish team basketball. Got Noah Kimball averaging just under 10 a game. Channing Francis, the sophomore, just under 10 a game. They like to try to shoot the three-pointer as well, and they're both very good at attacking that mid-range and shots in the paint.
This is a team that's peaking at the right time. Jake, I took in Niagara Falls, Niagara Wheatfield last night. Great game, very good game. Niagara Wheatfield gets the win. Niagara Falls, very good team. Last night the shots just weren't falling for them.
The southpaw trying to shoot the 3, but an offensive rebound's there. Pass is tipped. Legends trying to corral it, but the Red Raiders take it away. Maple to Garland from the left wing. Now going to the paint, trying to find Butera, but it's through his hands. Francis now in transition and gets the bucket. The nice layup. Channing Francis, a sophomore. A nice 8-0 lead to start off this game for Lancaster.
He's not playing like a youngster.
From Garland to Farmer. Back to Garland. Nice feed, but the 3 is too strong. Grabs the offensive board, though. Maple for 3. That's short off the right rim.
Sean Page is getting ready to check in for the Jamestown Red Raiders.
And Noah Kimball, the senior, dropping it down.
You might not find a better story out of Western New York than Noah Kimball, Jake. Everything he's gone through this past year, quite a story.
Drake trying to answer back with the 3 of his own, but it hits right iron and out. Now we'll get a foul called here on the court against Lancaster. A couple substitutions.
Including Jack Harrington is going to be coming into the game for the Legends. And on our conference call yesterday with the coach from Lancaster, Johnny Boy, he said that Jack was a huge lift off the bench. Jake, they look forward to having him come in for a spark, but you're up 11-0 right now. Can you imagine the spark they're going to get if he puts one in quickly? Or he's out there for rebounds and defense primarily. That's what Johnny had told it. Coach Otto had said to us yesterday.
And absolutely, and as Kimball hit that three-pointer, you mentioned about the toughness that Kimball has gone through in the past year, and John Otto was, nice of us to talk about it through his conference call about what Kimball's gone through, Frank, and it's just amazing to see how Noah Kimball, being a senior, able to stay poised throughout the season.
Well, Jake, they're in 11. Jamestown's in an 11-0 hole here early in the game. Right now, what's going on for me, from my perspective, is Lancaster's shots are falling, Jamestown's aren't. They both had a number of chances at both sides of the floor. I like the offensive rebounding, though, of this Lancaster team, especially underneath number 55, Big Joe. He's coming through big time. That's what you expect out of your leaders, and he's doing it this afternoon here in Jamestown so far. Let's give a shout out to the WXRL radio team of Mark Johnson and Timmy Morozek, do an excellent job for WXRL, covering all the local Lancaster home basketball games and football. You should hear them next time they're on the radio at home in Lancaster.
Maple taking this out of bounds. Nice pass over to Greg Brummagem. He gets it back from Page. They try swinging it around. Cutting right through is Jarrell Farmer, and the goose egg finally comes off the board for Jamestown. Trying to be able to beat that press. Lancaster does it at ease, but Sarnowski had that ball slip through his hands, sailing out of bounds for a turnover.
Of course, a good buddy, Tom Ames, doing the local radio station for Jamestown, as they always do. They do a phenomenal job on that crew with Tom Ames. We've heard Norm on that station too, Norm Rodriguez.
Brummagem along the left wing, cutting right by. Couldn't see anything. Feeds it to Farmer. Nice zone defense being shown by Lancaster. As Farmer tries to drive, he kicks it out. They swing it around, back to Brummagem. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Trying to give it to Farmer, but Sarnowski this time holds onto the ball and gets a big steal.
They're just suffocating Jamestown underneath the basket right now in the paint. They're just suffocating them there.
Kimball guarded by Page. Gonna set up a play. Over to Jack Harrington, being guarded by Brummagem. And this will be a turnover. Goes through the hands of Joe Harrington. Let's talk about Jamestown so far this season. They're 15-2 overall. They're undefeated so far in league play. They defeated Williamsville North this past Thursday. Butera led the way with 18 points. Trey Drake knocked down 5 3-pointers to get 17. And Jarrell Farmer has had a multiple double-double performances this season. And that last game against Will North was no different. 12 points, 11 boards for him in that contest.
And they had a great streak, a great winning streak in the double digits there until they got to the Center Court Classic where they ran into Canisius. And the Crusaders got by Jamestown, I want to say with ease, especially in that second half, Jake.
Farmer shot up, can't get the roll, but the putback's there for Sean Page. Third time's to try on that possession.
And how's that for a six-man contribution?
Joe Harrington finding Sarnowski. He is rejected by Jalen Butera. Never saw him coming. Butera trying to get it to Page, but Channing Francis able to show his vertical. And the foul called against Butera. And Frank, let's talk about Lancaster. They come into this season 8-5 overall, 7-5 in league play. They come in the battle as winners of 4 straight, like you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, as they're trying to make a nice run at the playoffs as they're right around the corner. They defeated Hamburg Thursday night 52-26, the defending Class A1 champions from this past season. They went up against them, defeated them 52-26. It was senior night for Lancaster, but it was the underclassmen that stepped up big on the court. Francis, as you've seen throughout this game so far, led the way in that contest against Hamburg with 18 points while Harrington had 12.
We all had to do a double take, Jake, when we saw the final score of that game.
Going up for a shot off the glass.
And it wasn't that Lancaster beat Hamburg. It was the way they did it.
And so far, they're showing it early on in this game against Jamestown. Farmer had it stripped away, but will stay with the Red Raiders.
Slowly chipping away at that 11-point deficit as Lancaster got out to a quick 11-0 lead, but it's now 11-4, just under 2 minutes, a minute and a half in the first quarter.
Drake will float up his shot too much to the right side, ends up airballing it, and Lancaster will get possession.
I don't know if he was fouled on that or if just swiped that ball at the last second, got away from him, but it was off the mark by a good foot.
Long pass. He has Fries wide open. over to Harrington, and we'll get a foul called against Jamestown. And so far against this full court press, we've seen this full court press against Jamestown. They had a nice battle at times against Canisius in the Center Court Classic. But so far, Lancaster is finding those holes right away to beat it.
Jamestown's picked up their 3rd foul of the half.
Kimball to Fries against Drake. Can't find a way to get through, and we're going to get another foul called. That's going to be Jamestown's 4th team foul already. Jalen Butera took a quick breather. He'll come back in for Darius Freeney.
And after losing to Canisius, Jamestown has won 2 in a row heading into this game.
Oh! Sorry, Frank, but what a block there by Jarrell Farmer against Joe Harrington.
They just beat Williamsville North here the other night, 59-45, to pick up 5 points in the standings. Jamestown still on top of AA.
Butera trying to jump at it, couldn't corral it, and we'll redo this again.
The standings: Jamestown 1, OP 2, Niagara Falls 3, Lancaster 4, Clarence 5, Frontier, and then Williamsville North.
Kimball trying to spin by Brummagem. Facing the challenge, double teamed against Farmer. He kicks it out. Harrington drives. Now over to Jack Harrington, who floats up a shot and is able to get it.
Last 2 buckets by respective teams were scored by their 6 men.
Some nice unselfish scoring so far from the Legends. 4 guys have each contributed with the bucket. Farmer, Drake's wide open for 3. Hits right rim and out. Kimball trying to go for the rebound, and then we're going to get another foul called against Jamestown.
That was definitely a hard foul under the basket. Noah Kimball gets clobbered. But he's used to that. He's a quarterback, right? Takes a lot of hits. He can take it. One tough kid.
Jamestown's going to have to be careful, though. They like to be aggressive in this full court press. They can't really afford any more fouls. 3 on the way. Hits front rim and out. Drake with the board. Shot clock's turned off. Drake over to Brummagem for 3. Swishes it down. Greg Brummagem, the sophomore. Trying to feed it over to Joe Harrington, and they're going to say it was with Jamestown, and Butera just has that disbelief. He thought it was going the other way.
We'll see if Brummagem gets a couple more looks from beyond the arc. Right now, those shots are not falling for Drake. Brummagem just cashed in. We'll see if he gets a couple more open looks.
10 seconds left in the first quarter, and Kimball ends up traveling.
Lancaster definitely doesn't like that particular call.
Clock here at Jamestown's gymnasium. It says 9.2 seconds left. It's a quick substitution for Lancaster. Number 30, that is Max Stolt, checks into the game. And Andre Maple will check back into the game. He'll come in for Brummagem. Maple with it with 3 seconds left. Drake, 3 on the way, and he's fouled with 0.5 seconds left. So an 11-0 start for Lancaster. Jamestown has gone on a 7-2 run and has a chance to make it a 10-2 run before the end of the first quarter. But you got to make these free throws.
He's going to get 3 shots, and if he can hit a couple here, it could change his fortune. Because, again, he has been struggling shooting the ball here early in this half.
Drake able to cut this lead down the 4, and that hits back iron. Has another chance, but his hand was, basketball was already on the hand, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Shot won't count, and Lancaster off to a hot start, but Jamestown able to grab a run of their own. Lancaster up 13-9. We'll take a break in the action. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics as we just about get started with the second quarter. And while this quarter, before it gets started, Frank, you had the opportunity before this game got started to introduce a couple of rewards, one going to Jalen Butera and the other one going to their head coach, Ben Drake.
Yeah, we wanted to celebrate the 400th win with Coach Ben Drake, who's been here for over 20 years and just an exceptional career. He's also the athletic director, so wears many hats around here, but we definitely wanted to take the time and celebrate with him and commemorate this monumentous achievement. And, of course, Jalen Butera was a Freak of the Week, week 1. We started handing that out this year. Just got around to it. Wasn't able to do it at the banquet in December, so we're going around to different high schools and doing them at halftime or prior to the game. You've seen Tom Prince out there handing a number of these awards out. We just did Danny Pawarzik from West Seneca West. We got a couple more out there. We got to find Xander Hind. I think that desk is still sitting back at Amherst at our headquarters. So Xander Hind, we're coming to see you soon. And I got a couple other awards to drop off here and there.
Yeah, you mentioned Freak of the Week. He not only was he a Freak of the Week, he was a Freak of the Season. Jalen Butera, absolute beast, as you see it right there on the basketball court.
Sometimes there's nothing better than watching a football player play basketball, and that's exactly what you see. A great football player, but a tremendous athlete. Still waiting for an official offer, though. He's got a walk-on, but he doesn't have an official offer, which absolutely scratches my head. Or I got to scratch whatever hair I got left on my head over that one. Jeremy, our producer, is looking for the hairs right now. He's going to be there a while.
A 4-point lead for Lancaster. Jamestown trying to cut this lead down. In fact, trying to get their first lead of the game as well. Drake along the left wing. Butera will now move down to the paint. Over Farmer, they kick it out to Maple. Being guarded by Kimball, able to go to Butera, floats it up, and it's too strong.
I was just about to question one of Coach Drake's decisions out there, and then I looked at how many wins he has and how many I have, and I'm like, just shut up, Wolf. Don't say anything right now. Don't ever question. But no, honestly, I want to know what, with Brundagen, who had just made a great 3, back on the bench, just getting a little bit of rest, but we'll have to see if Drake can turn it around and start dropping shots for himself. That's his son, Trey Drake. Also the quarterback here.
Kimball, the 22's going at it between Kimball and Butera. Joe Harrington able to get right by Farmer. He goes up a shot and a blocking foul called, and Harrington will shoot 2 at the charity stripe.
Pretty easy foul to call right there. Lancaster will be looking to extend that lead to 6 points.
And Frank, why don't we get a second to talk about Joe Harrington, because the progression this kid had from 8th grade to right now. Coach John Otto, when we talked about Joe Harrington yesterday, he was impressed about how this kid was from 8th grade and how he's able to become the player he is today. This also the same guy that last season unfortunately tore his ACL, MCL, and his meniscus. And during that time on the bench, he's learned to become another head coach for this staff for Lancaster.
Yeah, and what he's gone through, I mean, he had to come up as an 8th grader because their football team played so well that year that Otto needed players. So he called up his best 8th grader, Harrington, and he's been here ever since, and what a leader he's become.
And since that, after that junior season, that terrible injury he suffered, he's been a coach, especially on the defensive side of the court here, as Francis on a drive, throwing up his shot way too strong. Ball's tipped in the air, and it goes to Kimball. Not finding anything, gives it to Joe Harrington. Quick handoff to Francis against Farmer. Trying to get by him, he couldn't, but he ended up stepping out of bounds for a turnover. And now Greg Brummagem, the sophomore, will check back into the game. He'll come in for Trey Drake.
Right there, I don't know if you're waking a sleeping giant and Farmer there, but a great defensive play to create that player to step out of bounds. We'll have to see how Jamestown follows this up. There's a nice turnover there created by Farmer and his aggressive defense there. Good job. Takes up a lot of court, doesn't he?
He absolutely does.
Wingspan and all.
He has the height of a big man here in Western New York, but that wingspan is phenomenal. Maple cashes in. Along the left wing, Andre Maple. Ooh. And now another turnover called for Lancaster. And to talk about Andre Maple real quick, we mentioned in the Jamestown Canisius broadcast, in that second matchup between Jamestown and Orchard Park, at Orchard Park, Maple hit a huge three-pointer to get his team up by 4 late in the game with less than a minute to go to secure that victory against the Quakers. Maple kicking it out to Garland, the left corner, feeding Farmer. Back to Maple. He'll throw up another 3. Hits front rim. Farmer tried to grab it, but it went out of bounds off him.
Maple just missing on the mark there. Did knock one down just a few possessions ago. Cut that lead down to 2 for Lancaster. 16-14 here in the second.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by Lancaster. Some great defense on this press for Jamestown. And with 4:59 remaining in the first half, Lancaster still up though, 16-14. We'll take a break in the action. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Logistics Plus is a global transfer.
And welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics out of that quick timeout. As we've seen multiple times, Jamestown in this full court man-to-man press. They like the trap too. Butera able to take it away from Kimball. Nice feed to Brummagem for 3. Hitting right rim and out. Butera for the offensive board. And we're all tied up. Butera having 4 points, all of them coming in this second quarter. Francis over half court, and Brummagem gets called for the foul. And that's 7 on Jamestown. Substitution for Lancaster, number 15. That is Ryan Corcoran comes into the game, and Trey Drake comes back into the game for Jamestown.
Corcoran seeking his first minutes of the afternoon. See if he can provide a spark at one end or the other for the Legends. See if I can get some numbers on Corcoran for you folks. 22 of 42 for the season. 50% from the free throw line, 51 points on the season. But they count on him for rebounds. He's the number 5 on the team in rebounds with 39.
Second free throw on the way, and Farmer grabbing the board. Lancaster back up to that lead, only up by 1. Maple with it. 2-3 zone showing for Lancaster. Trying to use the screen from Farmer, nothing's there. Garland able to get it back. Now Maple and Garland trying to play a quick game of catch, but Lancaster is able to say, no sir, I want to in this game. It's now Joe Harrington. Top of the key to Kimball. This man-to-man defense. Back over to Joe Harrington as Kimball cuts right through. Trying to get over to Francis, but Maple almost had it poked away, and an over and back called. Another big turnover for Lancaster.
Yeah, Lancaster has allowed Jamestown to creep back into this game. Slowly but surely, they chipped away, and a lot of that is Jalen Buterin, how aggressive he's been underneath the boards. Right place, right time.
Garland thought about the three. Butera almost had it stripped away, but was able to corral it. Back to Garland, able to give it to Drake for three. Not able to fall down. Someone's going to try and fight for it, and it's Kimball going up for the layup, and he's rejected by Jarrell Farmer. Holy cow.
Well, they don't make them like that every day, do they, Jake? That was just a power swat there, and that could change the momentum here. I mean, it's been swinging Jamestown's way, but Lancaster had a few turnovers there, a couple missed opportunities, and that was just a world-class swat there by Farmer.
Kimball was going down on the way up. He had to adjust. It looked like a really good layup, but Farmer said, no, sir. And now we're going to get a foul called. It looked like the ref said double foul, but we're going to double check here.
Now, I've seen that a couple times. Farmer's an aggressive player, strong player, tough, physical, and they're going to be physical with Lancaster, just like Lancaster's expect to be physical with them. Jamestown plays a physical brand of basketball. Farmer's one of the tougher players in the league, great player, but he elbowed Harrington from behind there, clear as day, and you're going to call that every day. You're going to call that all day.
Well, Joe Harrington also has 2 fouls, so he's going to take a seat. Jake Sarnowski comes in for him.
He got a couple big rebounds for the Legends early on in this game.
From Kimball to Jack Harrington, guarded heavily by Maple. And looks like we're going to get an offensive foul called. And it looked like it went against Jack Harrington.
Corcoran's calling out the defense for Lancaster, so it looks like he's taken over as the general on the floor, if you will, for Lancaster, with Joe Harrington on the bench. Almost a packed crowd here. Great to see.
Maple with it. As Butts moves from left to right, over to the right wing. Tried to find a Farmer, nothing was there. Drake, though, wasn't able to answer it. Kimball gonna lob it over to Jack Harrington. On a drive against Farmer, floats up his shot and gets it in. Farmer trying to cut by Sarnowski, he does, but the foul called against Lancaster.
You're gonna wave that off before the shot.
And this is gonna be interesting. Both teams, Lancaster's one foul away from being in a 1-and-1.
None of the shots have been easy. All contested. Teams are all over each other. This has been a great defensive battle.
Farmer, hook shot. It's in.
Of course, Farmer likes to make that one look easy.
So far, Jamestown's outscoring Lancaster 9-6. And Trey Drake, look at the hustle from him. Able to tip this away, but Lancaster keeps possession. And Frank, this isn't the first time we see Jamestown in this low-scoring affair before the first half. They did it against Orchard Park in their second battle, and they did it against Canisius when that first half was going along. From Kimball over to Corcoran, back to Francis, and almost stripped away. Maple trying to dive for it, and it's going to stay with Lancaster.
Gotta love how these guys get down on the floor, Jake. Aggressive after those loose balls. Every coach's dream right there. All those guys that get down like that. Coaches gotta love it.
So one of the referees is going to talk to head coach John Otto. They're going to reset the shot clock. So now it's going to be at 14 whether instead of the full 35. Clock will still be at 2 minutes, 14 seconds. Out of bounds play. They're stacked up. Trying to lob it over to Kimball. They do. Cuts, pops up, 2-pointer good. Kimball with his first bucket in the second quarter. He leads the way for the Legends with 7.
Nice patience shown by Francis there on the inbound.
And over to Butts. It went through his hands, but luckily it gets to Drake, and he's able to score underneath.
And that could be the bucket for Drake that changed his luck, because he needed something to go in, and he had one there. And he gets the Red Raiders within 1 of the Legends, 21-20. We're under 2 minutes here in the half.
Francis with it. Jack Harrington wanted to use the screen, but Francis tried to cut by. Sarnowski over to Kimball for 3. Too short. Maple with the board. Kicking it out. Butts along the left wing, over to Butera on a drive. Able to fake a shot up, goes up, and draws the foul.
That'll put Butera on the line for 2. And an opportunity for the Red Raiders to take their first lead of the game, Jake. They brought it back. They tied it up at one point, but Lancaster jumped out ahead again. But this is Jamestown's first opportunity to take the lead.
Butera helping tie the game up. Substitution. We got 2 substitutions for Lancaster. Number 10, that is Brian Andolina, and number 30, Max Stolt, checks into the game. And Butera's second shot rolls in and out. Offensive rebound, though, from Maple to Farmer. Trying to drive, layup up, it's in, and count it!
So the Red Raiders have battled back to take the lead. 23-21, Farmer going to the line, Jake. As the Red Raiders have seized the momentum of this game, and coming up at halftime, we probably won't see too much of it, but they're bringing the youngsters into play during the half. Gotta love the kids. Second and third graders looks like they're ready to come out here, Jake. You want to play them? Come on, you and me.
3-point play on the way for Jalen Butera.
Or was that Farmer?
Oh, excuse me, Farmer, correct.
So what do you think, Jake? Halftime, we take those second and third graders on. We'll put Jeremy down low. You could dribble the ball. I saw you played for North Collins, right?
Absolutely. It was their point guard for the varsity team.
I got cut from Ken West a bunch. Good old Coach Harvey.
Harrington throwing up a shot and able to get the nice roll.
It's going to be a dogfight the rest of the way, guys.
Drake able to respond with the layup underneath.
Drake's coming alive. Look at the defense here.
Drake able to steal it. Butts going up with it and in. A nice little surge from Jamestown. 6 quick points within 10 seconds. And Butera able to deflect it out of bounds. Lancaster keeps it. And what a turnaround we had so far here. 11-0 start to start off for Lancaster. And since then, they've outscored them 28-12.
Nice 5-point lead here.
Harrington throwing up a layup. Couldn't get the friendly roll. 25 seconds left. And Maple is going to take his time bringing this up. Shot clock turned off. This game's played like we're in the fourth quarter. No, sir, we have a whole half left to go. Let's see how this first half ends. You hear the chants for the clock ticking down. And Farmer will draw the foul. And that will bring up, should be a 1-and-1 for Jamestown, and it is.
Eric Fries is checking into the game for Lancaster as Noah Kimball's going to get a little bit of a rest here.
That was also a second foul, too. So 19 fouls for Lancaster, 8 for Jamestown. They've done a good job being more disciplined here in the second quarter. Farmer's free throw attempt gets a nice roll. Currently right now leads the team in scoring. He has 8 points.
I'm impressed with his free throw shooting.
Comes in as a 66% free throw shooter, gets 2 of 2 from the line. 7-point lead with 5 seconds left. Jack Harrington trying to get it, feed it over. 2 seconds left, 3 on the way, and bit strong up the right side. And that, folks, will be the end of the first half. Jamestown able to come back, take their first lead of the game, and extend their lead to 7. 30-23 is our score as we hit the half.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYAthletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYAthletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYAthletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYAthletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Does he do car? Forget about it. How about home? Forget about it. Does he get good rates? Forget about it. And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy? Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, Paul Wolf. Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF. And...
And welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. My name is Jacob Fike. Alongside me is Frank Wolf. We're live here at Jamestown High School. We're about 4 minutes away from the start of the second half. And Frank had a little fun there during the halftime intermission. Had a couple of the kids out there, red team against the green team, and a nice, phenomenal showing so far from the red side. They just kept knocking down shots. It was fun to watch.
Jake, I don't think we could have taken them. I take back my earlier statement. We were not beating those kids. They were reining in.
A couple of those kids on the red team are Ben's kids.
They thought so.
That really could shoot and dribble. The black kids.
You can tell.
They're first graders now.
So there's about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the first half. Jamestown comes back at the start of the second quarter, up 30-23. And Frank, what do you think the second half adjustments you're going to see from both sides?
I really don't think they should change a thing, Jake. You're still going to be physical. What I like, what Jamestown's been able to do, and Lancaster for the most part, is smother them underneath each other. You're not seeing you weren't seeing a lot of points early on from underneath the basket. It started to change. Butera got a little bit more aggressive underneath on the offensive side, as well as Farmer. They led to a couple of points, and why they're up right now 7 points. But that wasn't happening earlier on. It was Lancaster that was smothering Jamestown underneath. It was Lancaster that was getting the offensive rebounds. That changed the last few minutes of that first half, especially in the second quarter. But Jamestown is starting to get those points off the glass, if you know what I'm saying. You know, those second chances. That's what you like to see. That's what Jamestown needed. And Drake started to score. Drake got a couple of easy points there at the end. That helped as well. Now, if he can shoot from long range, Lancaster could be in trouble. But Lancaster is a good team, a gritty team. They've practiced these situations all year long. It took them a while to buy into the system. But once they did, they went on that roll, and you saw that. They won 4 in a row, including a big game at the Center Court Classic. So they're rolling right now. They're playing well. This isn't an unfamiliar territory for them at all. 7 points is nothing in the game of basketball, just a few possessions. So Lancaster's very much in this game. They ran out to that 11-0 lead to start things. For Lancaster, they just got to finish their shots. A couple of turnovers here, a couple of long passes, got in and out of the receiver's hands, things of that nature, stepping out of bounds down low. Lancaster really doesn't have to change much other than slow it down, slow the tempo down just a little bit. Jamestown's forcing their hand, too, a little bit. So, great. What a coaching matchup. You got 400 wins over here. You got over 120 over here. So, you've got a great coaching matchup.
Not only that, with the combined win totals over 500, but Frank, these guys used to play together on the same team. They both played at Brockport playing college basketball. So, a nice little battle you've seen here between Jamestown and Lancaster in terms of the coaching battle between Ben Drake and John Otto. I do want to talk about Lancaster real quick because one of the big reasons they started to get on that winning streak and starting to gel was that John Otto really emphasized on practicing late game situations. So if they're able to try to come back to this game and tie it up late in the game, I'm curious to see what they have worked on in late game situations that can help them close out and get a big victory here on the road.
And John Otto in his call yesterday with us had said that, this league is very tight. Every team is very good. You can't take a night off no matter who the opponent is. It doesn't matter if Will North's got a 5-11 record or whatever it is. You can't take a night off in this league. And you can tell by the way these two teams are going at each other. But what he said about his team yesterday is that he thinks the team he has on the floor right now, the team he's coaching, is as good as the sectional team just a couple years ago. That's scary. And again, with them coming with 4 wins in a row and as well as Jamestown's played all year, we could see them play again at Buff State. There's no question about it. But even though Niagara Falls lost last night to Niagara Wheatfield, I thought they were the better team. The more athletic. They just weren't hitting their shots. So Niagara Falls is very much in the picture once we hit the playoffs. They're very much in it, and you can't count out Orchard Park. Clarence, the season really is just getting started, just getting warmed up. And who knows where we're going to be for our next broadcast. We got to check with Mr. Prince and see where he wants to go next.
Absolutely. So far, let's get through the point totals. Starting off with the away opponents in Lancaster, leading the way in scoring is Noah Kimball, the senior, with 7 points. Right behind him, the junior in Jack Harrington. He's got 6 points. Channing Francis has 5. And Joe Harrington right behind him with 3 points. For Jamestown, Jarrell Farmer, the big man, the senior, leads his team with 9 points. Right behind him is Trey Drake with 6. Jalen Butera has 5. And Andre Maple, Greg Brummingen each with 3 points. And then Bishop Butts and Sean Page with 2.
Both of them, Maple and, I'll try saying his name again. You can help me out if you want. Brummingen each had 3-pointers off the bench, Jake.
What's been a nice, tight, contested battle. The second half is underway. From Joe Harrington to Jack Harrington, a screen on the way. Jack Harrington lost it, but Kimball able to corral it. Joe Harrington against Farmer along the left wing, trying to drive against him, gets his shot up. It's too strong. Garland had the board, but Francis stripped it away. He gets it back. Now to Kimball, top of the key. Jack Harrington able to get a screen from his brother Joe. He moves to the left side. Francis being double teamed hard. And we're going to get a foul called against Jamestown.
What a great job Mario Hall's doing on that sideline camera for you, court level. I mean, he's right in that official's face, Jake.
Jack Harrington with it. The screen by Joe Harrington. Kicking out to Kimball. He'll fire a three. It's short. Over through the hands of Farmer. Francis for deep from three. Hits left side of the rim. And Farmer grabs the board. Quickly bringing it up. Trying to drive. Hop stepping up. Layups in. And he continues his performance from the first half and gets double digits so far with 11 points in the game.
Largest lead for Jamestown all afternoon.
A bounce pass. No one was there originally. Francis, though, able to save it. Trying to drive his Corcoran. Couldn't find anything. Kimball tried to fire a three and was blocked by Andre Maple. Trey Drake in transition against Francis. He's rejected by Francis. But the Red Raiders keep possession.
Three players for the Legends on the court, each with 2 fouls.
Garland's three's too strong. Maple tried to get the offensive board, but Francis stripped him away. Joe Harrington to Kimball on a drive against Drake, posting up, throwing up his shot, and the foul called against Drake. He'll shoot 2 at the line.
Some of the other games going on today, Pioneer and Cheektowaga. Panthers have a 66-53 lead over there. That game's underway. Niagara Wheatfield, Grand Island going at it. No scorer reported. And NT and Ken West are playing Star Point Iroquois. That's got a couple of key players there. Mr. Kleitz in that game. Salamanca and Olean. Man, like to be a spectator for that one. Bishop Timon taking on Global Tapestry. Maryvale Frontier. Forestville and Ellicottville. UPrep Health Sciences. O'Hara Global Concepts. How about Dunkirk and Allegheny Limestone? Jake, you can catch that game on your way home. Putting miles on the car, aren't you, buddy?
Oh, absolutely.
Cassadaga Valley and Gowanda gets off at 5:30.
Lobbing it over to Farmer. Nothing was there. Over to Drake. Open for three. Rattles in and out. Quick outlet pass. Francis going up. And there was contact, but Maple will go to the line to shoot 2.
And breaking news, but I guess these two teams are playing again at 7 p.m. tonight. I mean, that's what the high school sports stats.com
they just haven't updated their page.
Okay, so they're not playing again at 7 o'clock?
No.
All right. Someone get on that, please. Not from me.
Yeah, originally it was scheduled for 7 o'clock, but both coaches agreed to have it at 12:30 today. So what you're seeing live here on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and on the Western New York Athletics page. That'd be a fun doubleheader, though, if they're able to do that. Francis going 1 of 2 from the line. Maple doesn't want to get in that half-court trap, but bounce passes it to Butera, back to Maple, and they'll set up the play. Drake along the baseline, and the layup was just too short. Kimball in transition, trying to cut right by, floating up his shot, and an offensive foul called. Jalen Butera using his strength to set up a charge. So that's now 3 fouls on Noah Kimball. Butera to Maple. Swing it around. Garland trying to find an open teammate. We'll just give it back to Drake. Now to Maple. Trying to look for someone on the right side in this 2-3 Lancaster defense. Less than 10 seconds go on the shot clock. Garland, Maple, three-pointer. No good. Jack Carrington with the big rebound. And the Legends will quickly bring it up in transition. Kimball almost got stripped, kicks it out. Three on the way. Hitting back rim. And that ball, I thought one was going to go out of bounds, but someone tried to save it, but it goes in the hands of Drake. Feeding it to Maple. Over to Farmer on a drive. He's stripped away. 3-on-2 coming up. Trying to give it to Francis, who gets fouled and will shoot 2 at the line once more.
So it's amazing how Jamestown's been able to get out in front of Lancaster and keep that lead, Jake. They haven't really allowed the Legends to get back into this one. So Lancaster's looking for that spark. Call it timeout here. So Jamestown calls a timeout.
So with 4:09 remaining in the third quarter, Jamestown up 32-25. We'll take a break in action. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you.
And welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics.
None of you guys have asked what we're doing after this broadcast.
What are we doing after this broadcast, right?
Jeremy's asking, I don't know, do we go to Davidson's or do we not? I mean, we're in Jamestown.
Feels like a tradition to go to Davidson.
I think Davidson start advertising on the website. Perfectly honest, to be very blunt. Noah Kimball's got 3 fouls, Jake. I wonder how that's going to play out the rest of this game as he's taking a seat right now.
Drake with it to Maple. And the Legends will sag off into the zone defense. Trying to feed it from Farmer. Butera, Farmer to Butts, and miscommunication creates a turnover. And Maple able to intercept it. Drake on a drive for the layup. Too short. Harrington on a drive, will float up his shot off the side of the backboard. Jamestown will quickly bring it up. Drake, baseline, kicking it out. Butts for 3. Back rim and out.
Jamestown's really pushing the pace of this game here, Jake. Lancaster has not been able to put a bucket in to kind of change the momentum here, but Harrington uses his big body in there against Farmer.
He had
one roll.
He had 2 fouls in the first half. That's actually his first bucket of the first half. Only has 5 points. Farmer's done a great job on him, and a nice big steal for Corcoran. Francis going up and hits it. Count it. Francis, for the 3rd time today in the 3rd quarter, will shoot from the free throw line.
And that'll be Butera's 3rd foul of the game, so he'll probably take a little seat here. Timeout coming up. What a great job by Corcoran to step in front of that pass and change that. And now they're only down by 2 with Legends. So they battle back slowly but surely. You know, Jamestown, I like the way they've been pushing the pace. And they've been spreading the ball around. They see their ball handlers see the court very well. And just haven't made their shots here last couple of minutes, and that's why this game is down to 2. They had a nice 9-point lead just a few seconds ago, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to reiterate what on the battle between Jarrell Farmer and Joe Harrington. To me, Frank, that seems like the biggest factor so far from both sides, because if Farmer is not able to do well against Harrington, this might be a bigger lead for Lancaster, and they might have the lead. But they've done a really good job getting him in a bit of foul trouble in the first half. He's having a hard time finding those points in the paint due to Farmer's size and athleticism. And that's why Jamestown is able to get this lead and make this a nice, tight contest.
Lancaster with an opportunity to get back into this one.
And the three-point play is good. So Jamestown started off this first half with a 7-point lead. It's now cut down to 1. Brummagem against the double team, able to find Maple. Trying to drive, he'll kick it out. Farmer fakes a 3. He'll cut right through. He'll put up his hook shot, and his scoring continues.
Right in between Harrington and Corcoran there.
Corcoran was wide open. Shooting up there, and my goodness, Corcoran, a very awkward shot, but 2 points is 2 points.
And I don't know if that's his dad sitting over there, but someone just stood up and started clapping. Looked like him.
And it looks like, yep, it went off Lancaster, so Jamestown keeps it. Butera tried to cut right through, and Corcoran will get called for the foul.
While we get a second here, why don't we thank our sponsors of today's game, Howard Hanna Real Estate, Western New York. At Ad Pro Sports, they outfit us. These outfits look pretty good on us, don't they, Jake? They hide a lot.
Wearing their long fleece shirt on this broadcast as Farmer goes up. The foul is on the floor.
Jeremy looks pretty good. Alex, Mario wearing other WNY Athletics stuff. Oh, Mario's coming back.
So Farmer with it. Top of the key to the right wing now from Butts. Butera in the paint. Hook shot. Not able to find the mark. They try to bounce pass it over to Corcoran. Try to give it to Francis, and he does, against Brummagem. And the offensive foul's called.
Wow. Wow.
How about that?
Lancaster was looking to take their first lead since the second quarter.
And Corcoran, twice so far, has jumped out, made a big steal, and now he draws the foul.
Mr. Right Place, Right Time, wearing a 15 jersey today, and Ryan Corcoran.
Francis guarded by Maple, moving it to Jack Harrington and over to Corcoran. Joe Harrington moves to the right wing, guarded by Farmer. Trying to go up against him. He goes along the baseline, almost stripped away. Jack Harrington trying to grab it. And let's see where this ball is going to go. And it's going to go to Jamestown.
Just a little sloppy there down low on the baseline with the Legends. Loose ball, no one got after it, but a Jamestown player is the only one who got down on the floor there. So Lancaster with 2 trips to the Jamestown end of the court, come away with nothing. Not even a shot. Minute left to go here in the third, Jake. How you see the rest of this playing out?
I think exactly what we've seen so far, just a very aggressive battle, and another offensive foul charge. Joe Harrington able to use his body to get in the right direction.
That's his second foul on Farmer. Leading scoring today with 13.
And as this clock heads towards the end of the third quarter, Frank, as you may have saw on the other side of the court, we had the Jamestown girls basketball team. They're about to get set and ready for a battle at 3:30. We got one AA matchup here today. Got another one here at 3:30 between Jamestown and Will North, as we'll get a foul here on the floor against the Legends.
It's a pretty nice couple of coaches going at it. If that's the case. Mr. Bill at Will North taking on Ken, good old Mr. Ken Ricker here at Jamestown.
Jamestown girls team coming in will come into their game as 9-6. Will North 12-4 overall, both 5-2 in their league play. Butera, double team. Shots too strong, trying to feed it to Farmer, who wasn't expecting it. Trying to go for the long passage. Harrington and Butera. Too aggressive there.
We were talking to Coach Otto yesterday. He said Harrington had upwards of 13 offers so far, Jake. A lot of them in the D2, D3 schools, no D1 offers. A tremendous baseball pitcher too, but we hear he's leaning towards that basketball career at the next level. And there's some scouts out there that believe he has what it takes to play at the next level from a pitching standpoint. He's a great pitcher.
And we'll just mention some of the offers he's had that John Otto mentioned to us. Oswego and Alfred State are a couple of the colleges that are taking a look at him. Corcoran with the offensive board as Butera picked up his 4th foul. Joe Harrington's shot is short. Butts with the big rebound. Less than 10 seconds go in the 3rd. Page on a drive, going up, it's in! Count it! Sean Page, the junior, had 1 bucket in the 1st quarter. He gets a big one here late in the 3rd.
And Lancaster, with a number of opportunities to take the lead in this game, have not been able to convert. Now Jamestown's ready to go up 4 points here and possibly close out this 3rd quarter with a 4-point lead. There will be 5 seconds left on the clock.
Page swishes down the 3-point opportunity. 5.1 seconds left. Corcoran with it. 1 second left. Shot up, not gonna count. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. What a great battle we've had here at Jamestown, New York, at Jamestown High School. The Red Raiders on top of the Lancaster Legends, 37-33. We'll take a break in the action. When we come back, we'll have the start of the 4th quarter. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
Even the most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
And we welcome back everyone as you're seeing our cameraman Mario in the huddle of that Lancaster huddle right there as Joe Harrington leading the charge with his team. He's had a really tough battle against Jarrell Farmer, and he's going to have to show another quarter that this battle between him and Farmer is going to be a big key to see how this game's going to come up with towards the end.
Yeah, we got 8 minutes to go here, a 4-point lead for Jamestown. They were down to start this game 11-0. And this run has been very impressive. Between Farmer and Butera. Fun team to watch.
Both teams in that 3rd quarter, it was the lowest scoring so far in the 3rd quarter. Both teams combined for 17 points. We got 1 quarter to determine in this big contest between Jamestown and Lancaster. Farmer's pass is tipped and taken away. Corcoran spin all over the court defensively to Jack Harrington. Kick it out to Francis. Now back to Corcoran against Farmer, going up for his shot and is able to get it.
So Lancaster finally gets one to drop here, Jake. It's been 2 minutes since they scored, a little over that.
Trey Drake's pass is tipped and intercepted. In transition, Joe Harrington trying to drive. He kicks it out. Kimball for 3. Too short.
Kimball back on the floor with 3 fouls.
Farmer on a drive. His layup is short off the front rim. From Corcoran to Kimball. Trying to go with his left, nothing's there. Trying to feed it to Harrington, he does. Tie game.
For Lancaster, that's Francis and both Harrington brothers with 3 fouls.
7 points for Joe Harrington.
Jimmy Kimball has 3 fouls. Joe Harrington, 55, has only 2.
Brummagem for 3, hitting back rim.
Nice patience there by Kimball. He was starting to feel some pressure, but he dribbles out of it.
Kimball using the screen. Corcoran wide open underneath, and it's in.
Caught him sleeping there, Jake.
Ryan Corcoran, he's not one of the leading scorers today, but he's been phenomenal in the second half, especially on the defensive side. Lancaster up 39-37, and a timeout called with 6:01 remaining in this game.
Yeah, Corcoran came in off the bench, Jake, in that second quarter. He's had 3 nice turnovers, and he's dropped 8 points, and I don't know if they thought that he was going to be able to come in and do that in this particular game. But like John Otto said yesterday, the team's been working great together, spreading the ball around. They've been getting scoring from everyone that's been on the floor, and that's no different today. Everybody that's on the floor right now has scored for Lancaster and has contributed in a big way. And right now they've got that 2-point lead here in the fourth quarter. First time they've led since the first half after racing out to that 11-0 lead. Foul update here, 8 fouls for Jamestown and 6 for Lancaster. I expect that both teams will be in foul trouble in just a few seconds here, the way they've been battling.
Yeah,
it's been a great game, very physical, like we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, and on top of all that, Butera, one of the leading scorers, has 4 fouls, Frank. So he's got to go 6 minutes without not, committing any foul whatsoever.
Ask a football player to do that. I don't know. That's a tall task. I believe he's on the bench right now, Jake, no?
No, he's out there on the court, being right next to Joe Harrington. Jamestown on offense, 2-3 zone for Lancaster. From Butera to Garland, he'll fire a 3. Front rim and out, but Butera with the offensive board and gets the putback. That's his first bucket in the second half. He's got 7 points.
How's that for being aggressive with 4 fouls?
Kimball using the screen by Corcoran. Almost lost to his dribble. We'll give it to Francis. Kimball's screen will pop to the left wing. Francis on a drive, throwing up his shot. It's short, but the foul is called. There's contact. See who this foul is called.
I believe it's number 4, Darius Freeney.
The junior picking up his second foul of the game. And once again, Channing Francis will shoot 2 at the line. And he's been at the line a bunch of times so far in this game.
And it doesn't have his, it's free throw. He's 23 of 38 on the season coming into this game. That's not too shabby.
And it's now a 2-point lead for Lancaster as a timeout called. Scores 41-39 in favor of the Legends. 5:26 remaining in the game.
Why don't we give a shout out to our good buddy Roger Weiss, who's watching home on his iPad. Roger's battling right now. Had radiation this week, and he's got it for, I believe, the next 20 weeks or so before he has to start chemo. So, Roger, we're thinking about you. You're going to beat this easily. And, yeah, Will North is now in the gym. Will North girls. They're going to take on Lancaster, they're taking on Jamestown here at 3:30 today, huh, Jake?
That is correct.
I mean, we're already down here. Should we do it? I mean, we're here. What are you doing later? You got somewhere to be?
Driving all the way back to Buffalo, hanging out with a couple buddies on a Saturday night.
All right, you college kids. I got you. We got wrestling for the NFHS Network coming up at 5. We got to break down and get over there.
Garland to Butera. He was initially blocked, but he'll shoot 2 at the line.
So we got 5:14 left to go in a 2-point game. for Lancaster. Jack Harrington now with 4 fouls, Jake.
Jamestown cuts the lead down the 1.
Butera coming in at about 69%, 70% free throw shooting.
And we're all knotted up once more.
2 huge buckets there.
Harrington almost got stripped away. Able to find Kimbo though. Couldn't find anything. Francis for 3. Bang! Channing Francis, the sophomore.
That got that Lancaster bench up.
Not a lot of three-point shooting, but that was the biggest one of this game. Maple trying to bounce pass it to Freeney, and it's taken away. From Joe Harrington to Francis. Another 3 on the way. Too strong. Kimball, offensive rebound, spin move. Bucket won't count. He ended up walking.
So they waved that off. But that would have, if that foul would have gone the other way, that really would have maybe brought the house down here.
So Jarrell Farmer and Trey Drake quickly come back into the game with 4:38 remaining in the game. Bounce pass from Farmer to Drake. Didn't like what he saw. Avoids a double team, back to Farmer. Hop stepping to Page for the layup. It's too strong, but he gets his own board. Goes up again underneath the bucket. 3rd time's a try. Passing out to Farmer. They kick it out. 3 on the way. That doesn't fall through. 4 times a try. He throws it up and will shoot 2 at the line. With the length from Lancaster, Jamestown a bit undersized on this possession, but got 4 chances, and it results in 2 possible points from the line.
And I believe that's Joe Harrington's 3rd. That's who that foul was called on, but what a tremendous job of rebounding there by Jamestown on the offensive side here, and opportunity here to get that lead down to 1.
And Page misses the first free throw.
Page 8 of 19 heading into this game from the line. About 45% free throw shooter.
Goes 0 of 2, and Francis holds on to it for dear life. Gets the big rebound. Francis being guarded heavily by Garland. Almost lost it. Drake trying to steal it. It goes off Kimball, and it's going to be Jamestown ball.
That's how you play defense in this league. Big ups to Grace Garland there with the aggressiveness. Not too aggressive.
Garland to Page. Over to Butera. Posting up, throwing up his shot. Rolls in and out. Offensive rebound. Nothing's there. Farmer though. 1-point game.
Excellent putback. Another turnover.
Trey Drake. Jamestown takes the lead. A 4-point swing within 5 seconds. And a foul called against Jamestown. That might be 10 team fouls. They're going to be shooting 2 the rest of the way for Lancaster.
Yeah, that's 4th foul to Jack Harrington.
What a change of events we've seen in the past 10 seconds.
This game easily could have another 4 or 5, maybe even 10 lead changes with 3:22 left. Are you kidding?
Lancaster able to tie it up. Harrington had 3 points in the first half. He's got 5 here in the second, giving him 8 total points. And make it 9, going 2 of 2 from the line. And a timeout called. 3:22 remaining in this game. ECIC Division I matchup between Lancaster and Jamestown. 47-45 is our score. We'll take a break in the action. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
When you're ready to buy a home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. You can find new listings before they appear anywhere else and refine your search for immediate notifications of similar properties. Plus, get pre-qualified to make your offer stronger and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent who knows your area and how to close the deal. So when you're ready to buy, visit howardhanna.com and find your home fast.
I love being home.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. 3:22 remaining in this game, and Frank, this game couldn't have been any more close as what we predicted before this game got started.
Like I said, Jake, we could see a number of lead changes here in the last few minutes of the game. Who's going to be the hero?
Lancaster up 46-45. Page with it. To Farmer. Bounce passing it to Drake. He cuts right through. And Jamestown gets the lead back. Kimball going right by. They kick it out. Jack Harrington. High post. Kimball fakes the three. He'll cut through. He'll float up his shot. Rolls in and out. Another chance. Francis for three. Bang! Channing Francis, the sophomore. Second three-pointer of the day.
They don't get much bigger than that.
49-47. Garland, screened by Butera, trying to bounce past it. Butera, his shot is short. Jack Harrington, over to Kimball. Almost fell. Joe Harrington for three, and switches it down. Two big three-pointers.
Joe Money Harrington. Back-to-back threes for Lancaster, 52-47.
Farmer trying to go up. There's contact, but Harrington gets called for the foul.
And that'll be his fourth, Jake. So both Harringtons with four. Farmer gets two shots from the charity stripe here. Try to get this to within three.
Big free throw there by Farmer. Cuts the lead down to four. Butera, offensive rebound though. He'll throw up his shot. 2-point game.
And he wanted a foul there too, and I don't necessarily disagree with him.
98 seconds, turnover, Farmer, spin move, tie game.
This is what Lancaster's been practicing for, these close games in the closing minutes, Jake.
And it's taken away. Farmer on a drive, going up, they take the lead. Two big three-pointers by Lancaster has been dissolved by 6 points within 10 seconds. 54-52, they kick it out. Corcoran for three, and hits it! Corcoran! Lancaster takes the lead again!
I gotta get up for this one, Jake. I'm not sitting down another minute.
Less than a minute to go. Page for three. Bang! Sean Page! The scoring has turned up here today.
You got a few guys on the court with 4 fouls too.
And the foul's called against Trace Garland. What a sequence we just saw.
Yeah, Yeah, some things you just can't explain, but 57-55. 3 lead changes in the last couple of minutes. Do we have any more?
Kimball makes it a 1-point lead for the Red Raiders.
Kimball's one of those guys with 3 fouls, Jake.
It's off. Farmer with the rebound. Trying to grab it, and Corcoran gets the steal. What a beautiful job by Francis. And Page steals it back. 2-on-1 to Drake. And contact called. Drake shoots 2 at the line.
And that's Joe's 5th foul, so he had to take that there. Can't make it easy for him. Jamestown with the 1-point lead, and Joe Harrington has fouled out of this contest. He had a hell of a game. 12 points for Joe Harrington. Big 3 there just a few moments ago. But his afternoon is over.
So Eric Fries will come in for Joe Harrington. It's a 1-point lead for Jamestown. 28.9 seconds to go in the game. And Drake misses the first free throw.
1-point game right now. Under 30 seconds to go. 10 fouls on each team too, Jake. That's big.
2-point game for Drake and the Jamestown team.
Full court press.
Jack Harrington. And timeout called by John Otto with 25.5 seconds left. A full timeout called by Lancaster.
Got to see what they're drawing up here right now, Jake. Lancaster has the ball at center court.
So for a game that struggled throughout the first half and into the 3 quarters of 3-point shooting, we saw a combined 5 3-pointers in the 4th quarter, 4 of them coming from Lancaster. You saw it from Channing Francis, from Joe Harrington. They had that nice lead, but within 10 seconds, the attack in the paint for Jamestown and the big defensive stops with their full court press helped them get back into this game.
Yeah, this is a game for the ages. It really is. Whenever these two schools get together, it's always a dogfight to the end. Doesn't matter if it's on the football field, the baseball field, or the basketball court. This has been a game for the ages, and I'm just so happy we're here to see it, Jake, and be able to do this game. Thanks to our sponsors for putting up with us and getting this game, allowing us to do this so we can get this game online so people can watch at home. But this is one that people are going to want to watch again and again.
Lancaster with it. Here's Kimball, cutting through 2 players. He's got Harrington wide open, nothing's there. And another timeout called by John Otto. 18.2 seconds left. Frank, they had Jack Harrington wide open in the right wing. Couldn't find him.
Just because of the wingspan on some of those big guys from Jamestown, just taking away lanes, passing lanes. I don't think he saw him. And he slipped a little too. I don't know if you noticed that. When he got into the paint there, he slipped a little bit. And they almost got him for 5 seconds.
So there's a lot riding on this game just in terms of the record for Jamestown. Not only could they go 16-2 for the overall record, but they could stay undefeated in their league play. Could try to get the 13-0, and that of itself has just been very impressive that they've done in their league matchups this season so far.
And after this, we see that Lancaster has games at Frontier and at Lockport to close out their season. While Jamestown, they're going to make a trip to, they're going to host Clarence on Tuesday, and then on Thursday they go down to play Erie, PA in a non-leaguer. Maybe we got to come down and do that Clarence game.
Jack Harrington taking it out of bounds for Lancaster. Over to Francis, guarded heavily by Maple. Fries over to Jack Harrington with 11 seconds left to Kimball. top of the key. Harrington, he was wide open, but it stays with Lancaster. 7.4 seconds remaining.
Lancaster get another kick at the can here, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a timeout called. Each team has a timeout. Farmer down at watching Jack Harrington.
Bounce passing it. Fry's going up. He's blocked by Jerrell Farmer. Shot up on the way, and a foul is called. Channing Francis will have a chance with 3.4 seconds left in the game to tie it up.
Farmer leads this team in blocks with 28. He's going to leave tonight with about 33, and none bigger than that last one. I didn't see who they called the foul on, though.
So the foul looked like it was on Andre Maple. That's his second. And Francis, 2 big free throws coming up. This is the first. And we're going to get a timeout called. Looks like the Jamestown. 3.4 seconds left to go in this game.
Let's keep it here, baby. We can talk. You know we can talk. But between the three of us, the two of us, Jake, what type of play, you've played basketball, what type of play right now do you think Coach Otto is drawing up for Lancaster, and who do you want to get that ball in the hands of if he misses this next one? Because I'm assuming with 3 seconds, you want to miss, yes?
Oh, absolutely. That's definitely an option. And if I'm Lancaster, you got to go with the guy that has been giving you a good amount of scoring so far in the second half.
And that is your free throw shooter.
Channing Francis is definitely one if you want to go for the win or if you want an attack. Give it to Joe Harrington. If you want to put the ball in his hand, he's your star player.
Well, Joe's out.
Jerrell Farmer. Oh, you're right.
Okay.
Joe Harrington is out. And then you also have, honestly, Ryan Corcoran has done very well in the second half. Has hit a big three-pointer, too. You can put the ball in his hands, too, if he cuts right through to get a layup underneath.
Or you make this basket and just take your chances with a quick foul on the pass out.
Absolutely.
Amazing. We're about to see what's going to end up happening here. All right, I'll sit down. Man, this is big.
Misses both. It's bobbled around. Nope, timeout's called.
Lancaster may get another shot at this. They got the timeout in.
They definitely should. The timeout was called before the buzzer went off.
And John Otto celebrating. They got the timeout in, so they're going to get a chance to drop a play. My guess is there's only going to be 1 second on the clock.
It's either 1 second or it's got to be tenths of a second, but we did hear the whistle go off before the buzzer sound. So this game is still going. It's not over yet, and Lancaster still has a chance.
Let's see how many seconds they put on the clock here. They're talking to the operator right now.
So when I saw the whistle go off, Frank, it sounded, I looked at the clock real quick, it might be 0.5 of a second left.
Well, that's what they're talking about right now. One of the officials is looking at me. I'm the last guy you want to look at in these pressure situations. 2.4? 0.4, okay. 0.4 seconds. Is that enough to do anything in this? Jake?
That's a shoot. That's all you can do.
Jake, I guess if I'm John Otto, I want to get the ball in the hand of Channing Francis, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kimball puts up a shot either.
Kimball, Corcoran, he's hit a three-pointer as well.
Yep.
They're all out there on the court. Any one of those three could definitely do it.
Whatever, do you foul here? Do you foul? If it's a 2-point shot, if they're within the 2-point shot range, do you foul?
Here's the play. Francis, 3 on the way. It's no good.
And no foul.
And Jamestown comes up with a big win on the road. They defeat Lancaster 58-56. They move to 16-2 overall and will remain undefeated in league play, a phenomenal 13-0.
It was a very good game, hard-fought game by two very good teams, top of the AA standings. And Jake, I think you're going to see these two teams play again in just a week or two. in the playoffs. I could easily see these two teams at Buff State playing for the Section 6 Class AA title.
I want to thank everyone for tuning into this broadcast live on Western New York Athletics. Had some amazing camera work done here, a 3-cameraman setup, thanks to the man to my left, and Frank Wolf did a phenomenal job with that. Our producer, Jeremy Becker, our camera guy, Alex Kosi, and our other side cameraman, and Mario. I'm Jacob Fayak, signing off on this broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.